I know. I know. Well, guys, we're here, man. MUI, he's no more, boys. So, we're going to go over some of this patch. We're going to touch on some things. Now, I'm going to give my initial thoughts, and then we'll jump into shit. So, honestly, I don't really care that MUI is nerfed, like how y'all would think. Because I stopped using the character knowing the patch was coming. So, I tried to adapt to the game. But, you know, it is what it is. MUI is dead. He's still going to be good, but he's not going to be dominant how he was before. Alright, boys, so as you can know, MUI is pretty much gutted now, I'm going to be honest. So look, this key blast, it's able to be reflected. So, and another thing, you can't loop anymore. So look, it doesn't hit him away. You used to be able to do this over and over, you know. It doesn't work. MUI's kit, he's not really crazy like that no more. I'm not gonna lie. So y'all really don't have to worry about zoning MUIs anymore. Now, if it's still good, you can use MUI. It's just he's not gonna be able to do what he used to do. Next up, biggest nerf, second biggest nerf, I would say, is the shotgun. So let me turn the health on. So before, y'all know, as y'all seen my video from before, if you were doing a shotgun, that shit was doing like, it was doing like 4 to 5k damage. Now look at this. Look at that. 1500, boys. Shotgun is, and it doesn't matter. I'm charging it fully, look. 27, and that's fully charged. This shotgun, no more. So that's two big things that were like dominant in the meta right now, and they're just gone. So everybody's gonna have to adapt to this gameplay right now. So that's two big things. Now let's talk about some. We're not gonna go over every patch, but we're gonna touch on the most important things. All right, so I'm gonna show you guys something. So I'm gonna do 5 hits, 3 5-hit strings with Gogeta. Let's see how much damage it does. $13k, right? Good damage, pretty high. You know, it's G4, 10 DP. Let's check this Goku. This is a 6 DP, Super Saiyan 2. So we did 13k. $10,900, so 11k. So what they did is they made the damage more in line for all characters. So people that been complaining, like, you know, the high DPs are dominating the meta, singles is just dominated by 10 DPs. Honestly, if you're good at the game, you could have won before. You were still fighting an uphill battle, but even just now, it's a lot more fair. So 3 bars can actually like compete for real. So if you just notice, they just, you know, they do less damage, the high tiers. So it's more like everybody's fighting at the same thing, other than like the health and then slightly more damage, you know what I mean? So another thing is the Wii Super is actually vanishable. The change is Super Perception is taking 2 skill points now, bro. It's a crazy change. Like, if you haven't played in a game, you're not gonna understand until you play. But once you play, bro, it's a big difference. You start losing a bunch of skill points if you're used to relying on it. So you can see, it takes 2 skill points for a Super Perception. That's kind of crazy. Another big change is Wild Sense, After Image, and After Image Strike was nerfed before, but now if you use them and they perception you, it'll just cancel out. See, Wild Sense is gone, as you can see. Here, I'll do it again. Pop Wild Sense, perception. Now I can activate it again. So it used to be if they did perception, the Wild Sense was still activated, and you could sidestep it easy, but that's another crazy thing. Like, that's a big nerf. I don't really care because Wild Sense was kind of ass anyways, but even After Image loses to that too. So another thing that y'all will notice, here, let me pause this. You're gonna notice is the supers do a lot less damage. So let's do a sweep here, boost it. Look it, I'm at 4,000. That's boosted. I know it's Whis 10 DP, but it didn't even do 10,000. Like before, that's like 12, and then on a regular character, that's like 15k. Gogeta's super. So they made supers do a lot less damage if they're in a combo. So even just a regular sweep will like, it'll take all your damage. For example, like if he has auto dodge. So before it would do a lot more damage, but now if you combo with it, watch. Look at that. No damage. This would have killed. I mean, it killed still, but that's nowhere near while boosting it with a 10 DP. So another big nerf that they did is key sword. So I can't throw it right now. I'm trying. Here, let me get my key all the way up so you can see how long the delay takes. I'm gonna try to throw key swords over and over. So there was like a regular gap, but now it's even wider. So here's one. I'm trying to throw it. Can't throw it. Like, it's noticeable. You know what I'm saying? Can't throw it. It's noticeable. So if you were like zoning, using trunks, even just like doing reset techs with Janemba trunks, you're not going to be able to do the same things you were able to do before. So just, you know, pay attention to that. Another big thing is this. So before, you know, Z-Burst used to cost 1 key bar. Excuse me. Used to cost 1 key bar, then it went to 2, and now it just depends on the range. So I have 4 key bars right now. Let's see. It only costs 1.5, and I was like a mid-range distance. Now I'm gonna fly all the way to the back. And watch how much this takes. Let's see how much it takes. So it took like 1.5. Look at that. That takes 2.5 bars. So, you know, I think that's pretty good. It allows you to stay aggressive, you know, like after your knockaways off the Vanish War, you can like follow up with the Z-Burst how you used to be able to. That's a good thing. Definitely a good, you know, patch by them. That's good. I will say that. But really, like, that's all the important things. You know, we're not going to go over every single thing, but like the things that are important that people were used to doing, you know, we went over that. And if you wanted to know, I'm going to show you still the most broken thing in the game. So they've took out everything except this. So if you guys know what hard knockdown is, this is what it is. You just do 2 sweeps or 2 gut punches or whatever. They go flying to the bottom. You get a free spark, free heal. You can instant spark or just charge into spark. So they haven't took that out the game. So I don't know if they're really on notice about that yet. But, you know, everything else right now, boys, I'm not going to lie, the game feels a lot different. It's going to take time for us all to adapt. You know, I know people are going to troll about the MUI shit, but it is what it is. But yeah, boys, if y'all want me to get some gameplay with the new characters, let me know. I kind of like Glorio's cool, and then like Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta. Other than that, I don't really care that much. Really the biggest thing about this, it's not the DLC, it's really the patch if you like played, you know, if you played a lot. So appreciate y'all boys stopping by, man. This patch is fucking crazy. It's adapt or die time, boys. I'm out, man.